Good morning, everybody. Get my chair scooted in here. It's early, and I say that it's like almost 7:30, so not super early, but all my kids are up naturally. They always get up before 7, and my nephew's here. They're in their room playing quietly, so I figured I would get a planner video. Maybe talk through what I'm doing, what I'm planning for 2026, show y'all what I've done with my planners. I really would love to do like a setup video, and I might try to do one, and maybe, I don't know, my kids run in and out so much. I don't know if I could like it takes me so long to do like deco and stuff that I don't know if I could do like a video on it. Or if I do, I might just have to edit it really like heavily. But I'll see. You can leave in the comments if you'd like to see me actually hands-on, prepping my planners for 2026. I don't know. Some people like that, some people don't. I like it sometimes depending on who's doing it, and sometimes it's just like too much. But anyway, okay, I got this, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to use it for. I don't want to waste it because it's like I don't remember how much I paid for this. I want to say $17, but I know the weekly supplement was $17, so I don't really know. I don't think I can return it because I've already opened it and tossed the packaging, but it's just too small, and it's not true to the A6 size. See this? Like to the Hobonichi or to the Stalogy. It's like half an inch almost. Too narrow, and like I just don't like how it sits in my planner, like when I put it in my cover. Like say I had planned on using it instead of a Stalogy, so say I take my Stalogy out and put this in. I just don't like how that looks, and I know that just sounds weird, but I just don't like that. It's just too small. It does help it to close better, but anyway, I don't know what I'm going to use that for. Right now I just have my Stalogy stuck in here like usual, and you'll notice that I have this in here instead of my Day Designer. And whoops, I totally hit the thing. Sorry, y'all. One thing that's definitely different from the last time I did like I don't know if I've done a plan with me in a while, but I had talked about how I was using this for my scheduling, and schedules, mainly for like bills and stuff. Like I have all our schedules and stuff, appointments, bill due dates and everything written down. And I was like forward planning in here. And I also have bank books back here. My kids got all to it. My daughter especially, she loves writing in my planner. But I've got just bank books, like a check registry, and then I was using it for lists, so I could just take this in the store with me. Okay, my kids are moving about, but anyway, and my nephew is very, very loud. Okay, so what I've changed is that I'm not using this. I'm not using it mainly because of this. I'll show y'all. Okay, so I got a weekly supplement, and I'm using it. I'll show y'all what I'm using that for. But I had this in here. I don't use not with the spiral. I haven't been using these. I made, now that I'm putting both book-bound planners in here. But I didn't want to cut them out because I may still use them. But anyway, I don't mind that at all. But this, I do. Like, I cannot, for the life of me, get it to shut. With a pen in there. Without a pen, I can't. But then I'm like, half the time when I'm writing in this, I don't have my weeks, like, right there with me. So, it's like, I don't know. I want a pen with my planner. So, that and the fact that I was realizing that I don't ever turn to this. I never use it. And like, I'll show you Okay, so I purposely went back and back planned the week that this happened, like towards the end of the week. I went back planned. I set this week up ahead of time, and then I didn't use it. The next week I set it up. I wrote up big things, like I finished a book. We had to check a cow for a lady. The House's Daughter released, but I ended up releasing it early, so that was already written in there. I wrote the first chapter of a new book, and then I just I didn't set this one up. I was using it for like my what's it called? Okay, I'm back. I had to go change the baby. Make sure this thing's still filming. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. All right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my income for the month. I also had made a note when pumpkin spice came out. Oh no, I got my first pumpkin spice because it came out on the 26th. Then I set up the month. I tried to do this, and this is last week. And then this is this week. I decorated through October, I think, and I think I might have shared that with y'all. But yeah, it just, I'm not using it other than on Fridays or whenever we do our shopping. I will do my budget in here, and then I'll use it as a grocery list. But for those two things, I could easily transfer that into a different planner. So I decided to go ahead and just put my 2026 A6 Techo in here, just as a space holder. And then I could like work on layouts and stuff. And it does, it's tight, but it does shut like that. I have thought though, I may get a half-year Stalogy to go with this, because I don't know that I'm gonna need a whole year Stalogy and a daily page. I would only need the notebook for extra stuff. And I don't know, I may end up using this like term, or however you say that. Because, I mean, it's not that bad really. What if I put it in this one? In this thing? Then it pushes it out a bit. I would cut this off if I did end up using it. You know, that's actually not that bad. I may end up using that, for at least for the beginning of 2026. It has 123 pages. And I don't know how many a half-year Stalogy would have, because it's not 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't feel like dividing 365 by 2. So, anyway. I think I may be getting a cold, so let's use the kind of stuffy. Oh, I need more coffee. Go on. You don't like coffee, and you don't like hot drinks, so shoot. I don't know if you could see her, but my cat was sniffing my coffee. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try to rein in all my randomness and really have a point to this video. No, you can't play with my chapstick either. Shoot. But, okay, I was gonna show y'all what I have planned, how I'm gonna use this for 2026. So, of course, I have my weeks. I have my A6 Techo, and then I have a notebook. Probably this one, now that I really think about it. And if not this one, maybe a half-year Stalogy, just because it's, uh-oh. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, A6, just because it's the actual width of this. But anyway. I really want to find a purpose for this, but I also kind of want my whole planner for 2026 to be in 3 books at the most. So my weeks, my Techo, and a notebook for randomness. I don't know. I may just try to do this, and then I would have 4 books. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, I do know what I'm doing with this. And I kind of just wanted to give y'all a walkthrough. Okay. Let's take this out, and then we're going to take this out so that I can just show y'all these books. Okay, so my weeks, Also, I already knew I wasn't going to use one of these for next year. What my plan is to take this apart because I love this. I love what I did with this. I love this part. I like all of my deco in here. Like this. I like this. I don't know if I'm going to keep this though. Of course, I'm taking my sticky notes and stuff out. But I like this thing. So I actually just stuck that down with double-sided adhesive. I could probably get it up. Then there's this one. And there's one more in the back, right here. I also have my passwords on this page. So I'm going to transfer all of that stuff into my weeks, which, okay, I put my bookmarks in it. Okay, this is not an organized video, y'all. All right, I'm gonna put it all in my weeks, which I took the cover off of it because, y'all, the cover this year did not hold up at all. I don't know if I got like old stock from Amazon because I just ordered this book from Amazon. I don't know. I don't remember when. June probably. And I ordered a Hobonichi, Toys and Tools clear cover, and it ripped all along this bottom. I threw it away last night because it was just so irritating. Anyways, I decided that with all these pages I have in the back, like I want this thing all filled up for the year, which honestly I don't have that many pages left, but like here I still need to journal about our trip to Tennessee. I had planned on this beautiful, like every single day, just journaling about the day. And you can see that didn't happen because it's the 12th. And anyway, but I can put my grocery lists, like thinking ahead to next year. I wouldn't mind taking this in to the grocery store with me if my kids will let me. And like, or either putting my grocery list in the back. Like I like keeping track of what we buy regular. Like that's my hope, to do that. And I always have this great like plan to do these, what are they called? Like tracking things, and then I never stick with it but like this, I was sticking with it. So I want to transfer all of this stuff over into here. And then I may like write our grocery list and then transfer it to a sticky note to take in the store with me. And then, like I like keeping track of what we actually bought versus what I wrote down, what we bought extra, how much it all costed, that kind of thing. Okay. Anyway, so next year, my Hobonichi Weeks is going to be my powerhouse. It's going to be my schedule, and I'm not going to show y'all the deco yet. Well, I guess I will. You know what? Let's just do it. Okay, here's how I decorated the front. I had these big ideas for, like, I was going to put in, like, $300 worth of sticker orders and, to my favorite shops for 2026. And, like, not all at once, but, like, over the end of this year. And I may still, like, order a few things from, like, LA Florals and I don't know, I guess that's about it because I like her stickers. But anyway, we bought a cabinet to put my kids' homeschool stuff in that goes in our dining room. So I also put my current planner stuff in it, like the stuff I'm using. Not any of my archive planners, but I went through it and I was like, you have so much stuff. Why don't you just sit down and see if you can like shop your stash and make something that you really like. And I did, and I love how this turned out. Like comparing, and I know this is not like last year's, it is like this year's stuff, but I didn't set it up until this year. But it's just, I don't know. It's like, I love this. I love how I set it up. It's really pretty. I just like the setup. But this is like dark, and I don't know. I like it. I like the bats. I like the books, the coffee. It's just, I put a little cat up here. And then, yeah, I don't know. I just like it. I guess I'm just leaning darker. All right, this isn't done. I had planned on putting maybe some text here, or maybe a picture of my family. I might do that, like something like that. But this is sterling ink vellum that a friend gave me. These stickers are a mixture of, I don't know what this is. I honestly don't know. This is sterling ink, LA Florals, Happy Planner, Sticky Club. Okay, so my kids are in here now, so, and my nephew, who has to wear a certain kind of shoe. So it always sounds like he's stomping when he walks across our wood floors. So I don't know how the rest of this video is going to go. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, sterling ink vellum, and all this stuff from sterling ink was given to me. Hey babe. Okay. It was given to me by a friend. This is just scrapbook paper that I bought from Walmart, I think. Anyways, so in comparison, like I'm gonna compare. Let me just take these out. Hush. Okay. No, I'm not playing with the bookmarks to play with you. Go on. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to compare how I set up these two. This one here, and it broke. Like, it seriously broke like the first time I used it, not after I got it all like stuffed like this. So I don't know what was up with that, but I don't care as long as pages don't start falling out of it. Like this one hasn't broke yet, and I've added stuff to it. So anyway, so comparing last year's to this year's, or next year's to this year's. This is 2025, 2026. Just kind of showing you, like, it's funny, like you can follow who you are as a person. Like I was more into, I wanted like a yellow, like a mustard yellow to go here, but then I found this and it was fine. And now I'm like, I don't know if it's because of my writing, like being a horror writer or whatever, but it's like, I do love bats. And then we lost Ozzy this year, and I'm like just all about bats right now. And so anyways, it's just more darker. I do love the sticker. So I may see if LA Florals has any more like vinyls or bigger stickers with ghosts on them. She is like the only shop I know that has a whole ghost line. And so I'm definitely going to order some from her. Then I did the whole guest checklist. Not guest checklist. And this time I just put like a text. And I used vellum on this line. This page. And this one, I just took some of my favorite stickers from the year that I'd like accumulated and just stuck them all down. Here, I just kind of went more minimal. And I love this. I don't know who this is. I want to say sterling ink, but I'm not positive. So anyways, this I haven't done yet, but I'm planning on using it the same way I've used this one. Except for I may... Hey. Yeah, no biting, AJ. My nephew has a bad habit of biting for some reason. It's the phase he's in. But anyways, I just color in the dates that I actually read not anything, because I don't count like my Bible reading or anything like that, but like, okay, you can play in here, you just have to be quiet. Actual reading, and that's mostly fiction. I also like recently started reading more like craft books for writing. Hey babes. Okay, they're packing up to go on vacation? Yeah. Okay. All right, anyway, yeah, some craft books for writing, so I'm including that in my reading. So I'm probably going to use this for the same thing, maybe, but I'll tell you why I might not. Okay, this was like my favorite spread from my Commit 30. I moved it over to my, what planner was that? I was into when I got back into my channel. Oh my goodness, plum paper. Okay, anyways, and then I put vinyl, I mean not vinyl, good lord, my brain this morning, vellum, and I actually just glued this. I think I used double-sided adhesive and stuck it down to the vellum. All right, and then this year I actually glued the vellum directly to this page that has the 2020, it would be 2025 and 2027 on it. And this one, I think I covered it. Yeah, I covered it. There it is, it's under there. And I actually put a couple pages in between. Why, I don't really know. I figured I would use it for like social media. Okay, so this is my word count. And I say that, but okay, now I think I can bring in my Hobonichi Techo, which I don't really have anything to compare to. So this is how I set this up. Not actually as dark as my Hobonichi Weeks, but I love this idea of having like little envelope, even if I don't put anything but a couple stickers or something in here. I just thought it was cute. Again, with the bats, the black cat, coffee, life is better with coffee, books, cats and books, and butterflies, which is like my, I don't know, I just like butterflies. And then this is darker. This is some more of that same paper, yeah, that I put over here. And I'm not really happy with how this came out as much, but I don't know, maybe I like it. I thought this was cute. I love Scooby-Doo, and there's this episode of Scooby-Doo, and it's a later, I say later, I don't know, it's not their original, but they chase a house down that has chicken legs. So I put that there. I do like how this came out. Bats, cats, coffee, books, yeah. Okay, now, then I put vellum here. I didn't glue it down to this one, so I don't know. All right, so this is where I haven't quite decided how I'm going to use these yet, and that may be the subject of a different video, I don't know. But because this book is going to be my not journal, oh, Lord, appointments, okay, it's going to be, instead of like this year, I'm using my calendars, monthly calendars, as health stuff for me, my mood tracker, all of that. Okay, so this is going to take the place of this year, and in the same stream of thought there, this year, because I'm already using my monthly calendars for health, I am not going to stop in September and change it over to something else. I'm just going to use my weekly pages as planning. So I went ahead and I put down all of, okay, kids are getting very loud, but anyways, I put all our bill due dates in here. I'm going to put down family members' birthdays, and like I put my husband's on-call schedule. I did that through October, and I had a feeling that I don't need to do it for the rest of the year yet, but I did put my mother-in-law's days to work, her weekends working, in blue all the way through the end of the year. So come November, I will, or late October or whatever, I will go ahead and mark my husband's on-call schedule. But I marked my AJ. I marked my mother-in-law's work weekends, because those weekends I typically, okay, y'all, I typically have more time at home to like just chill and do what I want. And on the weekends that she is not, that she is off, we usually do something with them. So Sometimes not. Like this weekend we might, my husband is probably going to work on cars and stuff. So I'll probably spend it writing or reading. But anyways, and I went ahead and stuck my forward appointments on a sticky note. Okay. I will probably, maybe another thing that this reminded me of, I'll probably make an order to Redbubble of like maybe stickers, but be very selective, because I'll go on there and I'll just like, I'll have a $300 order in my cart. But I want stickers that I can stick on the front of my planner that I actually want, and that like what's the word? Not signify, but like embody who I am as a person, and all my hats I wear. Anyways, and I'm gonna put that on the front. I'm trying to cut the stomping out as much as possible, y'all, but it's kind of hard. Anyways, on the front of all my planners, so all 3 of these, well, and my notebook too. Okay, all right, so like I said, I am, babe, it's the reflection of my watch, Luna, okay? My cat is trying to chase the reflection of my watch. Anyways, on the ceiling. Okay, so this was going to be my reading tracker, but because this is going to be more of a workhorse planner versus a like personal tracking type thing, I may move that kind of thing over into here. So this would be my, and I think I might do that because this is going to be my daily stuff. So every single day I'm going to have like, not just to-do lists, but memory keeping. Okay, I need to finish this. Anyway, so this is going to be more personal. So I'll probably put sticky notes or tip-ins with journaling on it and stuff like that. And yeah, anyway, so this, I made that decision right now. This is going to be my reading tracker, the days I spend reading. I may just go ahead and glue this down to this. There comes Stompy again. AJ, baby, stop stomping, okay? Not that he can help it. Go into a room with carpet. He says, no, I'm not. You waiting on Hannah? Okay, that was my daughter. She's stomping too, and she doesn't even have shoes on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I convinced him to go back in there with his cousins. I'm driving my cat crazy with my watch. The sun's just catching it, and it's just like driving her nuts. All right, anyway, this year is my word tracker, like how many words I write every day. I'm thinking about moving that over here because I don't know, I can keep more information here. So I might do that. I think I will. Like this will be my word tracker. Oh look, they give you January through March too. I won't need that, but I might like put something here. Okay, so that's the decision. I'm going to use this for my reading, this for my, okay, I just had a thought. If this is my reading tracker, but I have my actual book log in here, but that's fine. I mean, this has 200 and something notes pages, so. I'll keep like notes about what books I start, I suppose, or I could put my books, see, this is what I did, y'all. This is kind of off topic, like not in order, but I took, you know how Hobonichi, Cousin, and Techo has the month day that you like can set up your goals or whatever, or have a vision board for the month. Hey, babe. Hey. I went and stuck 2 pages, actually 4, but like 2 sheets of, I believe this was, yeah, it was from a Sterling Ink 520 page A6 notebook. And I did that for every month. So I could really easily like track the books I'm reading right in here. And that's kind of what I was thinking, like a currently type thing, or, you know, stuff like that. So I'll probably do that instead of putting it in a section here. Okay, so we've made that decision. I should probably write that down because I'll forget. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are we doing? I'm gonna put book log right here. Then I'll know what I'm talking about. What's it, sweetie? I think I'm gonna do like a vision board right here because I'm not like, okay, it's kind of complicated. My thoughts on manifestation and the, what's the word? Like the attraction, law of attraction, that kind of thing. But because I am a Christian and like that's kind of frowned on in the Christian community, but at the same time, like Paul in the Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and it teaches to pray and to thank God for things that you haven't yet received as faith that you're going to get it, or that, you know, it's going to happen, as long as you're praying according to God's will. And I have been applying that to my life, and call it what you want, call it manifestation, call it faith, I don't care. I've been applying it to my life, and so I think I'm going to do like a vision board of the things that I want to, whatever you want to say, attract to myself this year. I don't know what you want to call it, but like, and I have a hard time talking about it, but like one big thing I would love to do, we need a bigger car. So I would love to be able to, like, what's the word, upside down in the car we're in right now. Okay, my nephew's now on my lap. He wanted to sit with me, so we'll see how this goes. But anyways, yeah, we're upside down in our car, and I want to be able to, with the income that I'm making from my books, I want to be able to keep making that income and it become consistent and sufficient enough to, okay, now you want down, to help pay down our car so that we can trade into a van that's better for our family. And I'd love to do that next year. Like, that's a big, almost impossible. Hey babe, yeah, go in there with one of your cousins, okay? Stomp, 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 stomp. Anyway, it's an almost impossible goal, but like I would love to put stuff like that down here in this page. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, I need to close this video because my kids are getting really impatient. But what I did was I took all the extra pages, other than this one because I didn't really notice that, but I need to cover this and then, like, I don't know, put a sticker or something here. But all the extra months I got, I covered with paper, and I actually like added pages in. And for this, I used either, like, if I used this because it's acid free, so it's photo safe, and it is no wrinkle. So I just saw this in the store, and I'm like, I've had this before. Like, I never thought about using it in my planner. And for adding pages in like this, where it's not like glued down onto a page, and I don't know long term how that glue is going to work. I've had some glues that once they get hot, like in the South, oh, the lid's off of this, in the South Carolina heat in the car or something, they just like become oil and like melt and the pages come apart. So I don't know. That was a type of double-sided adhesive I had. But anyways, and then this, which I quit using because I tried to use it one year to like glue pages down and it like wrinkled crazy. But I used it for like putting on the edges of the paper and like sticking it in. So I have several pages in between here, and what I did was, because I have been known to fill my pages, like stuff my planners too much, and you can see it's already, I mean, it's been used. It's been not used, but like changed. I don't know. I can't think of the word. My brain like fries lately. When I talk, I think I use up all my brain on writing. But anyway, y'all, seriously. I tried to even it out is what I'm saying. I tried not to put too many pages in here, and this, if I put pages in here and it felt like it was getting too full on this side, I added some on the back. So you must smell something you like. So between the January and the like perpetual calendar or whatever they call it. Stop. I added several pages of that A6. I have an A6 520 page sterling ink that I used one year that I didn't use one year that I only used a tiny bit of. So I added that in there, and then you have your months, which this is going to be my health trackers, health log, mood, and then I'll have a little bit of space down here for next year. And then what I thought was I could put my family's and my husband's health in here. So the extra months I went and Daniel. Okay, this has turned into a much longer video than I had planned. And my kids are getting impatient. But anyway, I had planned on maybe putting my husband's and my kids' health stuff in here, because with me putting my health stuff, okay, I don't need, like, I set these up, and which I still have to go back and update this about my health stuff. But I like this, and I still have to go back again and update this stuff. I haven't finished back planning in here. I've just been really busy getting books out and things, and then starting school with the kids. There goes my nephew again. But anyways, I set these up, and I just don't know. My brain is like, sorry, y'all. My brain is like, okay, so my health stuff's way over here and theirs is way over here. And I kind of want it together, like all the health stuff in one place. I don't have bananas, baby. I don't have any bananas, okay? I'll get breakfast in just 1 second. Just 1 second. Let me finish this. I got to finish this. Okay. So anyways, so their health stuff I might put in here. I have plenty of pages, and then it goes into, like I said, I'm going to do like a manifesto type thing here. And then I might try to do like a mini one for each month, and then do more book logs. Put that back. Shut the drawer. Thank you, sweetie. Anyways, so that's what I'm planning for this. And then it had, I think, 17 pages in the back. I ended up adding more to balance it out, like I said. And so I can't remember if it has like 20 something now or right at 30. I can't remember. But anyways, and I also covered the pages back here that I knew I wouldn't be using. So I have extra notes pages like that too. Whoops. Okay. And then my weeks, again, now that I won't be using this for my word count and I won't be using this for my reading tracker, I need to figure out what I'm using it for. This monthly calendars will be for appointments and things like that. And then I have this whole section here that the extra months I covered, like I said, with, this is sterling ink paper from a sterling ink 520 page week size notebook that I had. And I don't know. I don't know how this glue is going to go for a whole year, so we will see. Because there's a couple places that kind of had me concerned. You can see right here, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of looks oily, and I don't like that at all. So we'll see how that works. But I covered all the extra stuff. So this is like, it's really weird this year. I have no desire to start this planner early, or any of my planners early. So I kind of finalized that decision by covering December completely, because this planner starts in like the first week in December. So I covered it completely up. So I have all these extra pages in the front, and then this is the first week that it starts, and then you have the weeklies. And then I covered the abbreviations page, and I actually tore the vellum, which I kind of like that look, and I glued it down to the notes/index page. And then it goes into your notes pages, and I don't think I did anything with this other than at the end I covered the pages that I knew I wasn't going to use. So any of the pages that were like, I kept this because I kind of want to do this. Like, I like these ideas, and I love this. Like, this is really exciting. I love that. And yeah, so I kept that. And I also kept it in here. And then they had another one that was looking back at 2026. So I kept that. They had the 12 switches, and then, okay, a comfortable night's sleep. I kept that too, because I need better sleep. Okay, my last thing that I'm going to go through really, really quick is the weekly supplement. Okay, super quickly, this is the weekly supplement. I added pages in it so that I can start it early, but I did it on both the, I don't know if you can see that, the front and the back, so it would kind of even it out. I added some extra notes pages back here, and I did a pen test back here, but I added them in the front. This is going to be my social media / book sales tracker. I'm tracking ebook sales, paperback, what I make each day, Kindle Unlimited page reads, and of course you can see I'm behind almost a whole week, but how many posts I do each day, whether they're reels, you know, videos, short form videos, posts, or, you know, stuff like that. I'm not really tracking YouTube because YouTube isn't for, even my Alto thing, it isn't for selling books, so. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to use this for. Yeah. So that's it. That's my 2026 setup, what I'm currently thinking I'm going to use each thing for, and how I've set it up so far. So if you made it this far in this very chaotic video, thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing if you like this kind of chaotic content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.